Let's do more, because an Ankle-wide play has just ended at the National Theatre and patrons are filing out of the facility. It is pitch dark and the entire area around the nation's premier theatre is now more than quiet. And before long, sporadic gunshots are heard. Some masked persons stormed the foyer of the National Theatre and made their way into the facility, holding occupants hostage amid victory chants. A quick phone call to the anti-terrorism squad of the 64 Infantry Regiment of the Ghana Armed Forces triggered a rapid response by the troops deployed to combat the suspected terrorists. What you're about to see is how Operation Eagle Eye deployed to deal with a terror attack in a simulation exercise.
Help! Help! It's a pity we cannot get in to rescue those in the theater. There's been an attack. Someone called the police. No, the military. It's getting scary. They are shooting. Oh, there they come. The soldiers are here. See them in a four-pronged assault operation on the National Theatre building to defeat the terrorists holding occupants in the facility hostage. Oh, they brought along 2 sniffer dogs. The troops, or the men, tactically move in and doors appear shut. But the men in the camo have their game on. Inside the building, they come face to face with some of the attackers. Up on the wings of the chamber, 3 hostages can be heard. The dogs lead the squad there, sniffing for explosives and other illicit materials. The theater seats are empty, but the squad is not leaving anything to chance. From the rear, the sides, up the stairs, the troops tactically launch the offensive. Until the team is convinced the danger has been fully repelled, the squad beat a tactical retreat, still on their guard, as day breaks. They are not leaving anything to chance this time too. They'll clear any impediment in their way. Team leads give pep talks. The attack has been foiled, but some round of tete-a-tete here is really important, just in case a secondary attack springs up upon us. So your background, a charged group from the anti-terrorism unit of the 64 Infantry Regiment of the Ghana Armed Forces, and they've just concluded an assault attack on this particular facility, the National Theatre. There was a simulation exercise of a sort where, an attack by terrorists on this premises, because it is a public place and many individuals throng this place, and so the team were deployed to conduct an assault exercise to fight the terrorists who were in there, to free some of the hostages that had been taken over by the terrorists. And this is one of many exercises by the Ghana Armed Forces to deal with terrorist attacks that will confront the country due to growing or the increasing number of crime cases on the continent and in the world at large. Right after addressing his men, commanding officer for the 64 Infantry Regiment, Lieutenant Colonel Fifi Degbe assured the military is combat ready to deal with any terror attack on public installations like malls, hotels and the like.
Last exercise we did was at the Accra Mall, which is also a very big public location. We identified some few areas which we have improved on. Notable among them is even, let's say, our weapon systems. We've introduced new weapon systems with laser, high beams, and a number of other aspects. We've also improved on our tactics. We got back further trained, and the troops are better trained now. Just after that, some personnel were also sent outside the country, and indeed we did some joint training with our own police brothers as well. Country at large can't go to rest. The business community can continue with their business and all activities at large. They should rest assured, and we can effectively neutralize any form of attack should it happen in Ghana.
Well, for those concerned about how the squad could deal with attacks on high-rise buildings, Lieutenant Colonel Fifi Degbe has some assurance for you.
And we'll do what we call rappelling. We'll use our helicopters and we'll do a downhill assault. So we'd have to go up in the sky and drop down with the helicopters using a fast roping and or precisely with the new buildings that have come. Then assault all the way down through the buildings.
Commanding officer for the 64 Infantry Regiment of the Ghana Armed Forces, Lieutenant Colonel Fifi Digbe, has however been reacting to a number of security-related issues and specifically dispelling concerns the exercise became necessary because his investigative journalist Anas Arimeyo Anas is set to premiere his latest investigative piece uncovering some underhand dealings at the Ghana Football Association.
We always rope in the security architecture of every single location. Once we get to the place, we have a coordinating conference with the security personnel there, then take them on, train them, and indeed sometimes take over the monitoring room, which will help us also launch the operation. So yes, we give some training to the local security at every establishment. We had what we call EOD. We had an EOD team with us. That's an explosive ordnance team, the EOD team. And that's how come we have the dogs as well. The dogs are trained to sniff out IEDs. That's improvised explosive devices. So we have them, or we had them with us throughout this training. Okay. Yeah.
Any last word of assurance for Ghanaians?
Yes, and just linked to what she just asked, I would want to assure the general populace, as I said, to continue with their business. Rest assured, we are always available to address any security challenge should it happen. And indeed, I just also want to mention that for any challenge, they should first of all call on the police, and once they can't handle it or it's beyond them, will be called into. So if you check the records, you would identify that Exercise Eagle Eye was started way back. And indeed, for this very exercise, we planned this 1 month ago. It's just by coincidence that Tiger Eye is also airing the number 12 movie or video tomorrow. It's just a coincidence. There is no link whatsoever.